Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fraser Field for Greater Boston League action. In Glasgow, the Rams taking on the Mustangs of Medford. Bright blue skies, a couple of puffy clouds, sun popping out. We're finally getting back to some decent weather. Not great yet, but decent compared to what we were going through the early part of the season. Glasgow coming in at 2-3. Medford is 1-3, but they've won their last. They're looking for two in a row. On the road here. I believe it's Glasgow's third or fourth year in the Greater Boston League. They jumped out of the Northeastern Conference. Now they need visas to go travel to play their baseball games and hockey games and basketball games and football games now because they have to, instead of going to Salem, Swampscott, Marblehead, Peabody, they go to Chelsea, Everett, Malden, Medford, Somerville. So they put frequent flyer mileage going to play their sporting events now. Alfred Ventura on the mound for the Rams. Different not to see Glasgow in green and gold, as it is now with English used to be red and gray and now it's black. Everything green and gold with Glasgow there. Caps. Mike Piccolo, the left fielder for Medford, will lead it off. We'll be underway. It's still a little bit chilly, especially up here in the press box. Press box is, the sun doesn't come in here. We're undercover. First pitch hits it foul up in the seats. And this is a very early 10 o'clock start. This was postponed early and moved to this date for a 10 o'clock start. So there are only a handful of people here. Fans watching. Down the way for a ball. Popped up. Just a few steps out to the outfield. Second baseman Almani Gerardo makes the play. So one up, one down for Dave Crohan, the third baseman. Up and away for a ball. It's always hard to get umpires for these 10 o'clock games because most guys, difficult to get people for 4 o'clock games, but 10 o'clock games, you got to get the retirees. Swing and a miss. Good fastball by Ventura. Crohan swung right through it. Hits it the other way, foul. Long run for the left fielder. Can't get there. He was off the line for a left-handed hitter. Crohan went the other way. So long run by Jake Desmond. And the count goes 1-2. Crohan is the third baseman for the Mustangs. Swing and a miss. Chased the pitch a little bit outside. So 2 up, 2 down. And Jake Lombardo, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Has to duck under that pitch. It didn't break. Way up and in. Missing 2-0. Good pitch for a strike. I'm watching some fans walking over from the Manning Field parking lot. I wonder why they parked. It's a long walk over to the Frazier Field entrance. The 2-1 pitch. Way up and in. Lombardo lights up the place. He's got bright green spikes. They probably glow in the dark. Chop toward third, skips foul, and the count will go full, 3-2. Hit back to the mound. I thought it might have gone off the foot. I thought they were going to call a foul, but in play. So Ventura gets a strikeout and an assist in the inning, an easy 1-2-3 inning for the Rams as Medford goes down. And Glasgow will have a chance to get on the board first. It'll be Armani Gerardo, the second baseman, leading off. Hello. I'm sorry? This is John, but I'm busy right now. Is it important? Yes, okay, I know. So Armani Gerardo, the second baseman, leads it off. Playing short and batting second, Mark Walsh. The right fielder, Rocky Brea, hits number 3. Hitting in the cleanup spot is the third baseman, Christian Figueroa. First baseman, Calvin Reynolds, will hit number 5. Pitching and batting sixth, Alfred Ventura. The catcher, Reed Hannaberry, will hit number 7. Batting eighth and playing left field, Jake Desmond. And bringing up the tail end of the batting order, playing center field, Yaniel Cabral, batting number 9. John Wright on the mound for Medford. Tall right-hander. Different. Bright blue glove to match his blue and white uniform. Mentioned Medford 1-3, but they've won their last one, so they're looking for 2 in a row. Glasgow defeated English here to go 2-2, but then lost their next one. I believe it was to Somerville, who was one of the better teams in the GBL league. We have a practice or a group of people using Manning Field. First pitch is fouled back out of play. Might be a lacrosse practice. And sometimes it's just a bunch of kids getting together and climbing over the fence and using the field, throwing the football around. Down the way for a ball. Hit in the air to left center field. Long run for the center fielder. Nice running catch. Justin Marino tracked that one down. Gerardo hit it well. Covering a lot of ground. Reaching across over the shoulder, making the play and taking extra bases away from Gerardo. Mark Walsh, the shortstop, having a good start in his freshman year. Chases that high pitch up and away, swung right through it. I think they told me he's got a hit in every game. At least one. Down the way for a ball. Leon Elwell in his first year coaching the Glasgow Rams. Did a great job coaching Babe Ruth. Good curveball for a strike. Took him to a national tournament. The 1-2 pitch. Chase that pitch down the way. He's going to reach first because it goes all the way to the backstop. So the first base runner is a strikeout that reaches. That pitch broke down and away. He chased it and went off to catch his glove to the backstop, and Walsh easily reaches first base. Rocky Brea, the right fielder. Does it on both ends. Got a couple of big hits for Glasgow, made a couple of big plays in the outfield. Hits it foul, right back over our heads. Hit foul up in the seats again. Chased that pitch way up and in. Threw it right up around his ears and he swung right through it. Two-way for Christian Figueroa, the third baseman. This is a pretty good pitcher, too. That's going to be out of play. Down that grassy knoll behind first base. almost chased it. It broke way down the way. Just held up. Almost went after that one. Chop foul. Early start today because it's vacation week. The vacation is over for the students. They'll be going back on Monday. This being Friday. Slow roller, they're going to have to hurry. They don't get him. Once they got by the pitcher, it was a tough play for the shortstop, Moody. So an infield hit by Figueroa. Just a tap. Snuck it by the pitcher and beat the throw. So 2 on with 2 out for Calvin Reynolds, the first baseman. High and away for a ball. Calvin's dressed in pink. He's got a pink ribbon hanging down from the back of his helmet. Pink shoelaces on his cleats. Missing down and in for a ball. Swing and a miss. So a strikeout that reached the infield hit. Let's put 2 on with 2 out for the Rams. Hit foul off the batter's foot. I thought it was a rarity, but this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen a blimp that you can see on your screen floating over the city of Lynn. I'm not sure what that's all about. This is down and in, so the hitters will be off and running. Somebody told me it might be for Dick's Sporting Goods with their new setup at the Prudential in Boston opening up. Floating around. They're trying to hold the runners close because they'll be off and running with the pitch. Swing and a miss, so he strikes out 3 in the inning. 1 of them reaches. Moscow gets 2 on, but they leave him at first and second. So we'll start the second inning the same way we started the first inning, dead even. Classical nothing, Medford nothing going into the second. Chester Marino, who made that nice running catch in left center field, taking extra bases away from Almani Gerardo, leads it off. How many times you see that? You make a great play defensively and you lead off the inning. Happens more often than not. In for a strike. So Ventura starting his second inning. Hit the shot. Walsh with the nice play, got a big Sunday hop. Just a little check swing blooper over the pitcher's head. Walsh with a strong throw to Reynolds at first. One up, one down in the second. Alex Giogas, the second baseman, is the hitter. Hit to Walsh again. Two quick plays by Walsh, the young freshman, showing off his arm. First one he went to his left, that one he goes to his right. Two quick outs. Joe D'Orazio. Or D'Orazio, I should say. The catcher for Medford. Swing and a miss. Got a piece, fouled it into the Hannaberry, the catcher's mitt. Quickly, it's 0-2. Right fielder Bray is playing very shallow. Up and away for a ball. In fact, the entire outfield is playing very shallow. The 1-2 pitch. This is wide again. So we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in inning number 2. Hit foul. Ventura took a little bit of time, so D'Orazio stepped out. We'll do it again at 2-2. Missing wide, so he had him 2 strikes. Now he's got to come in with a pitch or lose him. Called third strike, he knew it too. As soon as he took it. So 6 in a row retired by Ventura, starting the ball game. Picks up his second strikeout. And once again, Klask will have a chance to get on the board first. 6, 7, and 8 for the Rams. The pitcher, Alfred Ventura. Catcher, Reed Hannaberry. The left fielder, Jake Desmond. To face Jones Wright, who was starting his second inning of work. Pretty good day. As I mentioned, a little bit chilly up here in the press box because it's shady, no sun. Down in the field, it's not bad at all with bright flag out in right field, just fluttering a little bit, not much. And considering it's a very early start here on a Friday, there's a decent little crowd here. Family, parents, some fellow students. So well into the season now. It was a lapse for a while waiting for the season to start. The only team to go really deep in the tournament was the St. Mary's girls hockey that won the state championship. When teams were made the tournament, but didn't go very deep. St. Mary's girls basketball went to the Final Four. Usually we go a little bit deeper and the season lasts a little bit longer. And two of the pitcher will be the hitter. So it's pitcher against pitcher. And he's shutting up at first and third. Leonel, when he made out the batting order, he listed Ventura as the designated hitter pitcher. And I still have to catch up on the rules because I don't know how you can have a DH starting the game if you're not hitting for somebody. In for a strike. I'm assuming that means if they change pitches, Ventura would be still hitting in this spot and hitting for whoever comes in to pitch the game, which is a little different use of the DH. Hit in the air behind first base. Long run. Nice play by the second baseman. Chris Fisher going back, looking over his shoulder. Giogas made a nice running catch, and that was a fair ball. That would have been a base hit. He covered a lot of ground, reached over his shoulder, made the one-handed catch. So Ventura out on the pop-up to second base. So both things have started for Medford with two very nice defensive plays. One by the center field and this one by the second baseman. Reed Hannaberry, the catcher, fouls the first pitch off. Curve drops down and in for a ball. Down the way for a ball. Missing for ball three. Wright's one of the few pitches we've seen that doesn't pitch from the stretch. That's become sort of the norm for pitchers. In for a strike and the count goes full. Down the way, goes to the backstop. So Classical has another base runner with the walk. Jake Desmond, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Diving back at first is Hannaberry on the throw over. Watching the fire department drive in the wrong way, going up the one-way street out in the outfield. Down and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. Throw down. Diving back again is Hannabury. Popped up, it's going to go foul back out of play. Pitcher stepping off, batter stepping out. Back to baseball. Down and away, nice stop by the catcher, Terrazio. That looked like it was going to the backstop. Way wide. Another great stop by Terrazio. That bounced, but he got a glove on and kept it in front of him. Keeps the runner at first base. Two nice stops. Terrazio getting a workout on this at bat. Popped up. Terrazio behind the plate. Makes the play. He did a good job that at bat, Terrazio. He worked a lot. Kept the runner at first with a couple of nice stops. Now he makes the putout. So two-way for Yaniel Cabral. Let's see if they try to get Hannabury at second base with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the turf. Another nice stop by Terrazio. Terrazio's going to be happy to get back to the dugout and get a rest after this inning. Hannabury takes off. He got a great jump, and the ball's hit foul. He had second base stolen. And the ball hit foul past third base. So the wheel's turning. Let's see if they throw over the first now. Hanbury takes off. Strike 3, Terrazio. Throws it away. Hanbury gets the stolen base. He goes to third on the error. And for the second inning in a row, Classical has a strikeout reach. Terrazio was in the turf. He blocked it. Had trouble picking it up. Had to hurry to throw it. He threw it over the first baseman Price's head. Lombardo, the right fielder, with the nice backup. Otherwise, Hanbury might have scored. So first and third. Swing and a miss. Pitch down in the turf. He swung right through it. Line shot. Nice play by the left fielder. Piccolo got a big jump on that line shot by Gerardo. That's 2 shots that Gerardo was hit, and he's 0 for 2. So Glasgow gets a little bit closer. They had first and second in the first inning, first and third in the second inning. In both innings, they had a strikeout reach. But still nothing to choose between these two. It's still Glasgow nothing, Medford nothing at the end of 2. Bottom 3 in the order for Medford as we start the third inning. Austin Price, the first baseman, leads off. Takes it wide for a ball. Again, Ventura took a little time. Price stepped out. In for a strike. Ventura is one of the few seniors on this team. They got a long underclassman. Popped up. Everybody coming for the ball. Ventura says, I'll take it. He makes the one-handed catch right at the mound. He was almost on the mound. That was hit a long way. Gerardo, Reynolds, all the infielders looking to go get it. Ventura makes the play. Ryan Slow is the DH. He's hitting for the pitcher, John Wright. Glasgow doesn't have a lot of seniors. They got, I think they got like 7 freshmen, a couple of sophomores. Low for a ball. They're similar to the St. Mary Spartans, who have a lot of players who are underclassmen, a lot of young players. Swing and a miss. Jammed him, he swung right through it. Fouled down into that grassy knoll behind first base. And Ventura jumps ahead, 1-2. Strike 3 call, good pitch. Third strikeout for Ventura. He's got 1 in each inning. Travis Moody, the shortstop, is the hitter. Hit to short. Nice pick at first base on a low throw by Reynolds from the shortstop Walsh. Walsh makes his third play in 2 innings. Another 1-2-3 inning for Ventura. He's faced 9 through 3 innings. Retired all 9. 3 of them by strikeout. And once again, as we started inning, Glasgow will have a chance to get on the board first. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Rams in the bottom of the third. we'll get back to regular scheduling after today, although Classical is right back at it. Here tomorrow they play Swampscott at 6 o'clock. And it's not Classical, like it's English coming back and playing Swampscott at 6 o'clock. I knew it was a Lynn team. I thought Classical was coming right back. English has had a little bit of a break. They were supposed to play Chelsea. Chelsea canceled. They'll play it later. Mark Walsh struck out swinging, but the ball went to the backstop. He reached first base. He wound up at second on an infield hit by Figueroa. Classicals had first and second with 2 outs in the first and third with 2 outs in the second. But they haven't been able to bring anybody home yet. Ducks under that first pitch that didn't break, way inside. Shot just foul. Get out in front of it just enough to pull a foul. Hit it well. It hung up. And then it hooked foul. Well down the left field line. So it kind of even at 1. That one bounces off the catcher. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. I should mention the passing of a great baseball participant, was a coach, player, Billy Hyde. Outstanding gentleman, very good athlete, coached, off the catcher. This time they'll throw him out. Looks like Walsh might reach again. So our thoughts and our prayers go out to the Hyde family. Good friend of mine, good friend of baseball, player, coach, outstanding gentleman who leaves a huge void. And our thoughts and our prayers go out to his family and friends. A huge loss for the baseball community. Rest in peace, Billy Hyde. In for a strike. Roki Brea struck out. He swung and missed at a pitch that was way up and in on his ear. Down and away for a ball. Roki is right on top of the plate. Down and away for a ball. And it's ball 4. Second walk given up by Wright. Comes with 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Christian Figueroa has the only hit in the game. Hit a little slow ground ball that got by the pitcher. And he was able to beat the throw by the shortstop for an infield hit. Back in the 1st inning. Classical base runners have been 2 walks and 2 strikeouts that reached. Squares, everybody. Third baseman charging, first baseman charging. Infielders moving all over the place to cover bases. And he took it for a ball. Squares again. Third baseman Crowhan was almost close enough to almost shake hands with Figueroa. He takes the pitch. He was kind of bothering the catcher so that Brea could steal second base, gets in easily. So for the 3rd inning in a row, Classical has a base runner in scoring position, this time with only 1 out. Both times in the 1st and 2nd innings, it was with 2 outs. Fishing wide for a ball. On the inside corner for a strike. Evens the count at 2. Hit in the left field for a base hit. They're going to send the runner. He's going to score easily. Figueroa has got his second. This one, he punched by the shortstop in the outfield enough to have Brea come around, and Classical gets on the board first. So the walk hurts, followed by a stolen base and the base hit by Figueroa. And let's see if they try to get Reynolds to second base. Excuse me, Figueroa to second base. Reynolds is the hitter. He struck out swinging his first trip. Hit off the catcher. So Glasgow breaks the ice here in the 3rd inning. Hangs up and in for a ball. So walks hurt. They burn it foul. Figueroa was off and running. He had second base stolen, and Reynolds bunted it foul. I'm looking over at Manning Field. That might, I don't know for sure. I'm guessing it might be St. Pius School. They have track that they run. They bring the kids in and run the kids. It's not a track team. They have track maneuvers, I guess you might call it. Down in on the hands, he swung right through it. So Wright gets Reynolds for the second time. His 5th strikeout in the game. 2 of them have reached base. Alfred Ventura hit a little pop-up behind first base. And the second baseman, Georgis, made a nice catch. Curveball cuts the inside corner for a strike. Hits the outside corner for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Hit foul to the backstop. I'm going to give him a base hit. That's a tough play for the second baseman. It looked like it was going into right center field. Gio just slid across, blocked it, couldn't get a handle on it. I'm going to give Ventura a base hit. And it puts runners at first and second. He would have had a tough play at second. The runner was going anyway. And he certainly wouldn't have thrown the runner out at first. So 2 on with 2 out. Reed Hanbury drew a walk, and he was the first player to reach third base. He was stealing second when the hitter struck out, and he threw it away at first base. Missing for a ball. Swing and a miss. Just missed outside for a ball. Line shot, foul. Solid shot by Hanbury. Just get out in front of it enough to pull it foul down the left field corner. And we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on. Here in the bottom of the third, Classical has broken the ice, leading it 1-0. Tried to hold up when he realized it was breaking down the way and went too far. So for the second time in 3 innings, Wright strikes out the side. He's got 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. But the second walk he gave up cost him, because followed by a stolen base and a big hit by Figueroa. Yes, by Christian Figueroa, has given Classical the lead. So for the first time, Ventura will take the mound starting the 4th inning with a lead. It's Classical 1, Medford 0 at the end of 3. Top of the order for Medford as we start the 4th inning. Mike Piccolo popped to second base, leading off the ball game. Down the way for a ball. So they mentioned first time Ventura will be pitching with a lead here in the ball game. As Classical has broken the ice. 2 pitches down the way. Hit foul up in the sheets. they almost play Piccolo like a left-handed hitter. The shortstop, Walsh, is almost on top of second base. The center fielder is over in right center. Left fielder way off the line. It's almost like he's a left-handed hitter. And Walsh can't make the play. He was far enough away. He went over to get it. Piccolo will get an infield hit, and he'll be the first base runner. Walsh was going to be almost in perfect position, playing him like a left-handed hitter. He went almost to the first base side of second base to field that ball, but slipped and couldn't get the throw off. Ventura had retired 9 in a row. Piccolo gets the first hit for Medford. He's the first base runner. And Crohan, the third baseman, tried to bunt the pitcher, was way up and away and missed it. Back easily at first is Piccolo. Up and away for a ball. So over again, Piccolo diving, but he got back easily. The throw was a little bit late. And the offer for the pitch was up and away again, way out of the strike zone. So instead of 3-0, it's 1-2. Ventura trying to keep the runner at first close. Goes the other way with it. Safe at first. They got the big one. They got the lead hitter. Nice play by Figueroa, the third baseman, to Gerardo, the second baseman. They get the lead runner on the force, 5-4. Now the runner at first with 1 out for Jack Lombardo, who bounced out pitcher to first. Missing wide for a ball. Low for a ball. 2-0 the count to the Medford right fielder. Timeout is called for equipment repair for the runner, Crohan. In for a strike. Two on the count. Here at the top of the fourth with Classical holding on to a 1-0 lead over the Medford Mustangs. That was a little bit closer as he dove back at first. Crohan. Hit foul to the backstop. The count evens at 2. The runner takes off. The ball's hit the shortstop. Safe, he beat it. Walsh was going to cover second base when the ball was hit. And he hit the ball short. He had to go back to his left to get it. By the time he got there, Lombardo was able to beat the throw. So the infield hit puts runners at first and second. For the center fielder, Justin Marino, who bounced out shot to first his one trip. So Medford winds up with the tying run at second base. Walsh and Gerardo were both going to second base to cover with the runner going. Over the head. Marino just saw his life pass in front of him with that pitch up around his head. On the corner for a strike. Good pitch by Ventura. Hit in the center field. Cabral got a good jump. Takes it away. Solid shot by Marino, but Cabral made a very nice play covering ground. Got a good jump on it, got there and made the play for the second out of the inning. That could have been trouble. Alex Giogas bounced to short. His one trip. He threw it into center field, but the runner was diving back at second. So he's unable to go to third. That would have been a close play if Gerardo had made the catch, but it was in the turf. And Cabral in center field was in perfect spot to field the throw. Hit to right field, right at the right field. It makes the almost lackadaisical one-handed catch coming at it. So he hit the ball well to center. They hit the ball well to right. Both plays made by the outfield. Medford threatens getting 2 infield hits, but they're shut out. They have their first 2 base runners of the game. And we're halfway through the ball game, with Classical leading it by a skinny 1-0 lead over the Medford Mustangs. Classical has 3 hits. Medford has 2 hits. Classical has the edge because the walk, stolen base before one of the hits, got him a run. Eight, 9, and 1 for Classical as we start the bottom of the 4th. Jake Desmond popped to the catcher. Here's one at bat. Those one-handed catches, like the one that Bray just made, have become nonchalant. You watch the pros do it, so now everybody does it. Nobody, catch his two hands anymore. Hit to the first baseman. Price took one step to his right, picked it. Easy play at first. One pitch, one out. And Yaniel Cabral is one of two players for Classical who struck out and reached when the ball got away from the catcher. High for a ball. Top of the order, Gerardo on deck. Way wide for a ball. Fouls it back to the backstop. 2-1 the count to the Rams center fielder. Classical looking to get back to 500. They beat English to get to 500, and then they were shut out by Somerville. Missing for a ball, and the count goes 3-1. Yeah, that's ball 4. Fourth walk given up. Got through the first inning, but he walked 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Another one here in the fourth. The first walk in the third cost him because it came around to score the 1 run the Classical has. Armando Gerardo has hit 2 shots, and he's 0 for 2. Leading off the first inning, he hit a shot to left center field that the center fielder Moreno made a nice running catch on. The second time, he hit a shot, and the left fielder got a big jump on it, and Piccolo took it away, and that was big because there were runners at first and third with 2 outs. Solid shot. He hit it again right at the third baseman. So he's hit a rope 3 times and he's 0 for 3. They get the force at second. That was just catch it or eat it for the third baseman. It was just a line shot right at him. Picked it and made the nice throw to the second baseman, Giogas. So 2 outs, a runner at first. Mark Walsh has struck out twice. First time he struck out, he reached 1 of 2 Classical strikeouts that reached. Curveball hangs high for a ball. Good pitch to run on. Walsh, square leg is in a bunt to protect the run, and the ball's over his head, way inside. Gerardo got a great pitch to steal. He's at second base. Third stolen base for Classical. Gerardo dives back at second, but there was no throw. There was nobody covering. Nobody to throw it to. in for a strike. Walsh, the young freshman, is the shortstop. Down and in for a ball. Punches it to the shortstop. In on the hands. Moody makes the play. So Classical gets another runner at second base, but leaves him there. But they got the one run they knocked home from second base, and that's the difference in the game. We finished 4 in this Greater Boston League battle. Classical leading Medford 1-0. 6, 7, and 8 for Medford as we start the 5th inning. Joe D'Orazio, the catcher, was called out on strikes his one trip. That 4th inning when Classical left the runner at second base was the first inning that Wright did not get a strikeout. He's got 7 through the first 3 innings. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Squared to bunt. Figured over the third baseman, came charging in. He wound up swinging and missing. There is deliberate. It takes a little bit of time. And now, like, second time, D'Orazio stepped out. Way up and away for a ball. Hit foul up in the seats. Again, very deliberate, taking a lot of time. And again, D'Orazio steps out. Chops it to third. They're going to have to hurry. Throw in the turf. He'll reach on the error. Figueroa hustling. Had a chance of throwing him out. Threw it low. Reynolds couldn't come up with the throw. So the error will put a runner on. Just a little tap of the third. But they had the play if the throw was high and catchable. Reynolds did a good job blocking it. Austin Price popped to the pitcher as one trip. That one goes off the catcher, the wild pitch to the backstop. They're going to keep going. He's going to go all the way to third on the wild pitch. Medford has the tying run at third with nobody out. That was in the turf, went off the catcher's shin guard, went to the backstop. all the way to third. Durazio was there. Hit the shot. Walsh does a nice job. He had plenty of time. They drew the infield in. He got a big hop. He just steered the runner at third down. Held him there. Ryan Slow, the DH, hitting for the pitcher right, was called on strikes his one trip. High for a ball. Down and away for a ball. Medford trying to get the tying run home from third with one out here in the top of the fifth. Hit foul off the catcher. Swing and a miss. Count evens at 2. Strike 3 called on the corner. What a pitch. Slows out for the second time. He didn't agree with the call. Travis Moody grounded out short to first his one trip. Then we're going to have a trip out to the mound by the coaching staff. Chris Janice, formerly head coach, back into baseball. Good to see him back as an assistant for Coach Elwell. Coach Elwell back to the dugout after talking to his pitcher. Good pitch for a strike. Lasko puts the infield back now with 2 outs. And they move the outfield again, playing him like a left-handed hitter. Two good fastballs, 0-2. Again, Walsh the shortstop almost on top of the second base bag. Strike 3 called on the corner. He didn't like it either. He thought it was outside, talking to the umpire. So Medford has an infield error. The runner goes to third on a wild pitch. The tying run at third, nobody out. Walsh with the infield in. Walsh makes a great play, fielding the ground ball, sharing the runner, holding him at third. And then Ventura takes care of the next 2 with strikeouts. And Medford leaves the tying run on. Five strikeouts for Ventura. And we'll move into the bottom half of the fifth. It'll be the middle of the order, 3-4-5 for Classical. Still holding on to that 1-0 lead. That's huge for Classical that inning. You couldn't ask for a better ground ball to short. One quick hop, able to hold the runner at third, and then two big strikeouts on two huge fastballs on the outside corner to both hitters. So it's still 1-0 Classical here in the bottom of the fifth. Rocky Brea is the difference in the game. He struck out swinging his first time, walked his second time, stole second, and scored on Figueroa's base hit. He scored the one run. And he'll lead off the fifth inning. Down and away for a ball. Hit in the air to left field. A couple of steps to his left. Piccolo makes the play. One quick out in the fifth inning. Classical has 3 hits. Christian Figueroa has 2 of them. He tapped a little ground ball to short, just past the pitcher, beat the throw at first. Last time up, he punched a single by the shortstop in the left field to knock in the 1 run. Curveball bites the inside corner for a strike. Down and in for a ball. Hits it foul off the backstop. One, two, the count. And a 1-2 pitch up and coming. Curveball in on the hands. He hit way up and in, and he punched it to third, and he bobbled it. Figueroa's on for the third time. He'll reach on the error. Calvin Reynolds has struck out swinging twice. Hit in the air. Long run for the center fielder. Marino makes another nice play. He got to cover a lot of ground. He wasn't playing left center field for a left-handed hitter. But he covered a lot of ground and made the play. So 2 outs. Alfred Ventura popped to second and signaled. He's got one of the 3 hits that Classical has. Takes the curveball for a strike. Low for a ball. Durazio, the catcher, has had a busy day behind the plate. Curveball bites in. Nice pitch by Wright. And it's 1-2. That's got to be the young St. Pius kids over. It's not a regular track practice. They're just running around. They come every day. Strike 3. So the umpires got both teams arguing with him about strike calls. I think Ventura swung through that. So 8th strikeout for Wright. The error doesn't hurt. Glasgow leaves another base runner. We've completed 5. Glasgow still holding on to that skinny 1-0 lead over Medford. Top of the order for Medford as we start the 6th inning. Mike Piccolo popped the second. He hit the first base hit, an infield hit, after Ventura had retired 9 in a row. So he's 1 for 2. Popped up. Reynolds makes a nice running catch. If that drops, it's probably going to be a base hit. Reynolds got a pretty good jump and made the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out in the 6th. Dave Crohan struck out swinging, reached on the fielder's choice. One of 2 Medford players that got into scoring position. He reached on the fielder's choice, went to second on an infield hit by Lombardo, but then 2 line shots to the outfield got Glasgow out of the inning. Good pitch for a strike. Quickly 1-2. Hit Solly just inside the first base line. Reynolds will make another play. Solid shot right down the foul line, right inside the first base bag. Reynolds had plenty of time. It was hit hard enough. He was able to make the play. He makes 2 plays in the inning. 1 pop-up, 1 ground ball. So a solid shot turns into an out for Medford. Jack Lombardo bounced to the pitcher and got an infield hit. He got one of the 2 hits that they got, the only 2 hits they got in the 4th inning. He tried to hold up and swung through that pitch that was up and away. Lined in the left field for a base hit. He's got his 2nd hit. Medford has a tying run at first with 2 outs here in the 6th. Justin Marino grounded a shot. Hit a pretty good line shot into left center field, and Cabral covered a lot of ground, got there and made the play for the out. So he's 0 for 2. Pushing wide for a ball. See if Medford tries to get the runner at first in the scoring position. Ventura stepping off, trying to keep the runner at first close. Hit in the air. Cabral goes over, makes the one-handed catch. Desmond was there. Cabral called him off. So Medford gets another base runner left at first base. Ventura picked up his 6th strikeout of the game. And looks like we're going to have a new pitcher for Medford. So David Colhan, the third baseman, is the new pitcher. And Wright, the pitcher, is going to go play third base. I recognize him with his blue glove. So Wright goes 5, gives up 3 base hits, 1 run. He walked 3, and one of the walks was negative because the walk stole second and scored on one of the base hits, and that's the difference in the game. So Colhan will be the new pitcher, and he'll face the bottom 3 in the order for Classical, 7, 8, and 9. Reed Hanbury, Jake Desmond, Yaniel Cabral. Classical leading it 1-0. They've had base runners in scoring position just about every inning. The runner in the 5th only got to first base. But they only have 2 hits. Both of them coming, 3 hits. Both of them coming in the 3rd, 2 of them coming in the 3rd inning. One of them coming with 2 outs in the 1st inning. Wright did a very nice job. He held Classical to 1 run, 3 hits, struck out 8, walked 3. That's usually enough to get you a win. Ducking under that pitch is Hanbury. He's walked and struck out. Swung and missed. Breaks up and away for a ball. He was the count at 2. Missing down and away for a ball. Strike 3 called. Nine strikeouts for Medford pitching. Jake Desmond has popped to the catcher and bounced to the first baseman. Chased that pitch that was up and in, swung right through it. Steps away from that pitch, was way inside. Evens the count at 1. Hit in the air is going to go out of play. Up in the seats. one of the fans will take a long walk to go get the foul ball, sitting behind home plate, going all the way over to the right side behind the Medford dugout to chase down the ball, trying to find it. Pop foul, going to make it up in the sheets. Curveball hangs high. Evens the count at 2. Hit foul again. We'll do it again at 2-2. Thought about it, held up, and broke down the way, and the count goes full. Popped up, easy. Now I don't know if he lost it. Looked like an easy play for Ventura. All of a sudden he didn't know where it was, and it bounced, and it's an infield hit. Crowhan looked like he had an easy play. I don't know if he lost it in the sun. He was there, he had it. It bounced right at his feet. Desmond will never get an easier hit than that. So they come out to talk about it. Elijah Morin is running it first for Desmond, who got the easiest hit in the world. Popped it up, easy out. Pitcher was there, had it, and he looked up, must have looked right in the sun and lost the ball, and it bounced right at his feet. And Desmond reaches with one out here in the bottom of the 6th. Glasgow leading it 1-0 in this Greater Boston League action. And they're letting the discussion go on at the mound quite a while. The umpires now coming in, trying to break it up. That's a long session. Now the plate umpire coming out trying to break it up. Now they're getting into it, the plate umpire and the coach. And the coach is right in the umpire's face. I'm not sure what that was about. Coach was walking back. Looked like they were just having a little conversation, and all of a sudden they got at it. And he ejected the coach, I think. It's a long discussion in the mound. The base umpire tried to break it up. Plate umpire went out, and while they were walking back, it looked like they were just having a jovial conversation. He ejected the Medford coach. I'm not sure what that was all about. I'm not sure what he said. But the Medford coach is now out of the game. That's a shame. He's a very nice guy. I've got to know him over the years of doing these games. He does a very nice job. He works well with the kids. The pitch goes to the backstop. Cabral squared the bunt, like he was just protecting the runner who was stealing. The ball went to the backstop. And Classical has a runner in scoring position with one out. Cabral has struck out and reached, one of two strikeouts that reached, and he walked. So he's been on base twice. And he's made a couple of nice plays in center field. In for a strike. Medford had a couple of strikeouts with that runner at third base that they thought were out of the strike zone, and the last one actually questioned the umpire. So that might have a little something to do. They might be a little upset at the strike calls. And after it was just a conversation with the pitcher after he lost sight of the ball, got a base hit. They went out. A little long conversation. When they broke it up, walking back, looked like a jovial conversation. All of a sudden, foul ball just missed. Line shot just went foul. They were just walking back up by the home plate. Coach to the dugout. Words were exchanged, and the coach got tossed. Not over a call or safe out, strikeout. Just breaking up a conversation on the mound. High and tight for a ball. Cabral hit that, a shot that didn't miss by much going past third base fair. Just foul. Cohan was set. Cabral stepped out and got time. Ball 4. Cabral's on for the third time. Umpires are getting together for something. Now they're talking to the Medford dugout again. I think, I don't know why the umpires are even bother to look over and see the coach down that grassy knoll behind first base. But they took the time to tell the fill-in coach, to tell the coach he can't be there. So now he's getting out of there and going up in the seats. I don't know why you even bothered to even go look at that. He went down way behind first base. Hit foul to the backstop. You're you're having discussions now, don't prolong it any further. Let it go. Gerardo has hit 3 shots, and he's 0 for 3. He lined one to left center field that Marino made a nice running catch on. He lined one to left field that Piccolo got a big jump and made the catch with runners at first and third. And he hit a shot and a half right at the third baseman, who got a force at second base. So he's 0 for 3, and he's hit the ball harder than anybody in the game so far. But he's 0 for 3. Pitching wide for a ball. So 2 on with 1 out here in the 6th. Glasgow trying to add to a skinny 1-0 lead that they've had since the 3rd inning. Fifth inning is the only inning they haven't had a runner in scoring position. The runner at second is getting a big jump off the bag. Solid shot, foul. He got out in front again and ripped it. Just enough out in front to pull it foul. Now they're going to talk to the coach again. This is kind of ridiculous. He's out of sight, out of mind. He's way up in the back, way up in the bleachers, way out of sight. Why even bother to notice he's here? You shouldn't even. Let it go. Now they're sending somebody up to tell the coach that he can't be where he is now. This is carrying a little bit too far. Out of sight, out of mind, let it go. They're holding up until the coach gets out of sight. And this is kind of carrying it a little bit too far. And all they're doing is calling a lot more bitterness. And now they're going to talk to Glasgow. This is just carrying it way too far. They threw him out. I have no idea what he said to the umpire, so I don't know whether it was good, bad, or indifferent. But he threw him out of the game. He went down behind first base in the grassy knoll. He was watching the game, and then he decided you can't be there. I don't know why they would even notice, why they would even bother looking at him. But then they threw him out from there. He went up, way up in the back, behind first base, way up in the seats, a mile away from the field. And when they saw him, I don't know why they looked for him, they threw him out of there too. It's way too much. Getting back at second on the throw is the pinch runner, Morin. So we're finally back to baseball, but that's carrying it a little too far. Hit in the air, it's going to go up in the seats, and it bounces back on the field. Hit foul, and it made it into the press box. It almost took the head off of the gentleman running the scoreboard. It wound up right in the press box. He had a duck, he needed a glove. High for ball 4. So a hit and 2 walks have loaded the bases. There used to be, with the backstop, there used to be a covering over the backstop, and the ball would be hit, and it would go up and then roll back down again. When they fixed the backstop, they took the top down, so now the ball can come right back into the press box, which it just did. I didn't have to make the play, but Coach Joe did. Mark Walsh struck out and reached, struck out, grounded a short. Medford will bring the infield in. Missing high for a ball. So after a strikeout, a hit and 2 walks. Hit in the air. Nice play by the catcher. Makes a one-handed catch. He's done a nice job, Joe D'Orazio. In foul territory. So it wasn't an infield fly. 2 away for Roki Brea. Struck out, walked, and scored the 1 run and flied out to left field. His run is the difference in the game. On the corner for a strike. High for a ball. On the corner for a strike. Brea didn't like it either. Players from both teams not happy with the strike zone in a few of these at-bats. Hits that a long way foul. They go way out in front of it. Hit that a long way. That ball went down and bounced over the wall. Foul tip held on to by D'Orazio. So Classical loads the bases with a hit, 2 walks, a pop up to the catcher, and a big strikeout. Gets Medford out of the inning and keeps it a 1-run game. Medford down to the last 3 outs. Classical leading 1-0 going into the 7th. Here we go with the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. 5, 6, and 7 for Medford. They need a run to stay alive. Alex Giogas, the second baseman, is grounded to short. and line to the right fielder. 2 quick strikes. Pure ball hangs up and in for a ball. Ventura trying to finish off a masterpiece. He's only given up 3 base hits. He spread them out well. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Seven strikeouts for Ventura. Joe DeRazio, the catcher, has struck out, reached on an error. He was the one that reached on the error, and on a wild pitch went all the way to third with nobody out. The runner at third, and Medford couldn't get the run home. High for a ball. So if the score stays the same, it's going to be a really bitter bus ride back to Medford. Down and in for a ball. On the inside corner for a strike. DeRazio's had a nice game behind the plate. He's had a very busy day behind the plate. Hit the deep shot. No chance. Walls tried, but no chance. DeRazio will get the infield hit. So Medford has a life. They have the tying run at first. They pick up their 4th hit. DeRazio's on for the second time. Austin Price, the first baseman, has popped to the pitcher and grounded to short. Wide for a ball. Those young students over at Manning Field are really getting a workout. They've been running around for a long time. In for a strike. 1-1. Ventura stepped off. Good pitch for a strike again. Ventura's been biting that outside corner, much to the chagrin of the Medford players. Hit foul, the runner was off and running. Got a good jump. Very short lead at first base. Or DeRazio. Strike 3 called. Another pitch on the corner that Medford didn't like. Two away. 8 strikeouts for Ventura. Medford down to their last out. Ryan Slow, the DH, has been called on strikes twice. Now we're going to have a visit to the mound. Both teams have been questioning calls on the outside corner. So it's He's been consistent calling the outside corner against both teams. Neither team has liked to call. But with 2 strikes, you got to protect the plate. Especially here in the late innings, you know that call's being made. Tough pitch to take. So Medford down to the last out. Swing and a miss. The runner faked like he was just going to steal second base. And again, they move way over. Center fielder's way over in right center field. The left fielder's almost playing center field. That goes off the catcher all the way to the Medford dugout. The runner is going to go all the way to third. Second time in the game that Medford has had a runner go from first to third on a wild pitch. And the tying run is 90 feet away. It went off the catcher's shin guard all the way to the Medford bench. The runner was going. So he easily goes to third base. And once again, Medford has the tying run at third, this time with 2 outs. Bunts it down the first base line. It's going to go foul. Handenberry quickly touched it to make sure it stayed foul. Ventura just watched it. So they try to bunt the run home. Medford down to the last strike. Swing and a miss. Ventura strikes out the side. Finishing up a masterpiece. And again, Medford totally disappointed. They leave the tying run at third base. Ventura, 9 strikeouts, didn't walk a batter, gave up 4 base hits, shuts out Medford and gets Glasgow back even at 3-3. And it's going to be a very bitter bus ride back to Medford. They lose the game along with losing their coach, which was kind of a debacle. Glasgow got the run in the 3rd inning. Brea drew a 2-out walk, stole second, scored on Christian Figueroa's base hit to left field, and that was it. They had base runners except for the 5th inning. They had base runners in scoring position in every inning. They had a base runner in the 5th, only got the 1st. They had base runners in scoring in every inning, but couldn't get them home. Medford had 1st and 2nd with 2 outs after Ventura had retired 9 in a row. A line shot to center, a nice running catch by Cabral, and a line drive to the right field of Brea got them out of the inning. The big play from Medford in the 5th inning, D'Orazio, the catcher, for the first time, he did it twice, for the first time in the game, he reached on an error, went to third on a wild pitch. He was there with nobody out, the tying run. They brought the infield in. The next batter, Price, hit it solidly, but hit a ground ball, big hop right to the shortstop who was playing in. Mark Walsh did a great job. Kept forcing the runner at third to hold, threw the runner out at first. The run doesn't score, and then Ventura strikes out the next 2 batters on call. Third strikes on the outside corner. They don't score. And then in the 7th inning, D'Orazio again gets a base hit, goes to third on a wild pitch with 2 outs. And Ventura strikes out the side to get Glasgow out of the jam, give Glasgow the win. They win it by a skinny 1-0 over Medford. Medford doesn't make it 2 in a row. They drop to 1-4. And Glasgow will go even at 3-3. For Glasgow, Gerardo hit 3 solid shots, and he was 0 for 3. He drew a walk. They lined out to center, lined out to left, and lined to the third baseman, who's on a short hop right at his feet. 3 solid shots and got wound up with nothing. Walsh made a couple of nice plays at short. Was on base, one of 2 players that reached on strikeouts that reached base. Brea drew the walk and scored the 1 run. Figueroa was on base 3 times. 2 hits, reached on an error. He got the big base hit with the runner at second to knock in the run that turned out to be the winner. Ventura, the pitcher, had a base hit. Hannaberry did a nice job behind the plate, drew a walk. Jake Desmond had a base hit in 3 trips. Neil Cabral, the center fielder, made a couple of nice plays in center field, and he was on base 3 times. He was one of 2 that struck out and reached. He also drew 2 walks, and walks were the difference. Ventura didn't walk a batter for Classical. Wright walked 3, and one of the walks came around to score, and that was the difference in the game. So Classical goes to 3-3. He scored 1 run, and it's enough to get them by Medford for their 3rd win of the season. Medford will drop to 1-4. 1-0 Classical wins this Greater Boston League battle. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.